Alright, we're gonna try and do something really quick here. I actually have about 1 hour or less to return this, I think. I bought it on the 5th, today's the 12th. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Today would be the 7th day. I don't know if they would let me return it. But I have not tested it, which was not smart. So what we're going to do here is I've got to grab a computer here. I have a tower. I'm going to set it on the chair here. And I'm going to tear it apart. And it's a fairly large tower. I don't have any empty cases, so I need to... I can't even grab this thing. I'm trying to grab it. This thing's heavy. Let's see here. So what we want to do with this, I just want to quickly get this board out of here because I'm never going to use it. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it's a little too power hungry and it's a little too old. In the meantime, I'm doing like 10 other things, but I realized the thrift store is open late, so I should be able to get this out of here, put the new board in here, and be sitting with at least a little bit of time to try and take it back if it's bad. I just got to get in here and find a screwdriver. All my stuff has walked off. Okay. Alright. So, let's get this out of here. And we got this gigantic GPU in here with like massive power requirements. I don't even know what this thing is called. A pig, maybe? A piglet? What should we call it? It's got this funny little latches here. And there we go. Look at this thing. It's nuts. I forget what the hell this thing is. Who cares? It's a R6950. 1 gigabyte. A 6950. Jesus. This thing's gigantic. Okay. So, the motherboard we're going to be putting in this is that, and we're hoping it's good. Because if it's bad, well then, we're screwed. Because I don't know. I can't remember how Goodwill does their 7-day return policy. I think today is the 7th day. So we'll see. Let's get this motherboard out of here. So let me pause the video so you don't have to watch me taking everything apart. Alright, let's get this thing out of here. I think I got everything unhooked. There's another screw somewhere, I think. Those 2, 3, one here. I don't see anything here. I think it's just, we got this fan here. Okay. Wow. This thing is massively heavy, guys. So this is basically really similar to the last one I got rid of. It's got that same heat pipe. So I basically had an AMD version of this before. Yeah. Don't know what I would do with it, but and there's something. It's only got like 3 channels or something. I forget. There's some weird thing with it, but anyway, let's not fiddle around with that. Let's get this out of here. And let's get our new board in here. Get the MSI H310M Pro VD. It's venereal disease. Pro VD. Okay. I don't think it's ever been used. I'm going to have to track down and locate my what do you call it? Let's get this IO plate out of here. I'm gonna have to track down my i3 stash because that's all I have. And then I gotta get some silicone and a GPU fan. Alright, so we should be good to go. I have this one that's already got heatsink compound on it. We'll use that. And we'll use one of these i3 7100, 6100. Let's see. What is this? Can't read it. This is an i5 2500K. And I don't remember what computer that was in. But it was a board that went bad. There's a 6100. We'll use this other one. Okay. So this other one should be the this should be what was in my little Acer tower. So let's go ahead and set this up. It does not have a lot of spring to it compared to normal. What do I gotta do to get this thing out of here? This thing scares me because I'm like, seriously, if something goes wrong, you're gonna bend these fucking pins. It's like, what do I gotta do to get this thing out of here? I don't usually see these on here like that. Alright, there we go. Okay. I hate doing this, guys. I really do. This is how you can fuck them up. Put it in wrong like I just did just now. That should be good. Okay. This thing does not have nearly as much spring pressure as some of the other ones I've done. Okay, so now we're going to take this $4 thrift store fan. So CPU fan, I want to be somewhere relative to it. Would like to have the Intel writing facing a certain direction, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So we'll just go ahead and do it like that. And what's going on here? Okay. I think a couple of these were in wrong. It's such a tiny little board. So this board here has, oh, it looks a little bent. We got RGB and DVI. No HDMI. No DisplayPort. That's okay. And we have get this. What we'll do, pull that back a little bit. I like to have these things a little neater than this, but anyway. There we go. That should be pretty good. So, not a lot going on here, but we do have everything that goes to it, and I'm hoping that stuff is good enough, because I've never tried one with the adhesive already on it. We have the plate and some basic instructions in the bottom of here. I'll go ahead and pull that out of there. I think that's everything for that. Boy, this other computer is still updating. I don't know if you guys were following my other video, but it's really taking a long time. Okay, so I'm hoping the pins are in the right place. I need to set this on the floor, but I'm hoping that the pins are in the right place in this case for this micro ATX to fit. Nobody's ever used this. You know, there was another board. It was like a 12th generation Intel board at the thrift store, and I probably should have bought it because I think it came from the same person. Okay, let's get this in here. So we got get this gigantic case for this little tiny board. So, but the main thing is we just want to make sure that it works. That's what we're concerned with. So I want to try and get it working. In case it doesn't, that I can possibly, maybe, return the damn thing tonight. I need one of those like little rigs, you know, just an open air rig. Okay, so we have 4 screws right here, so this thing is actually only got 4. Well, we got the other 2 right here, and I would say probably wouldn't even worry about that at this point. Let me get this fan wire is kind of right in the middle of the I/O plate. Alright. So there's an extra 4 screws that could be placed in here, but I need to move standoffs in order to do that. I don't have my standoff tool, so I don't really care. We're just going to go with the 4. We'll just keep it simple. I can add them later. Okay. And I always try and go diagonal first, and I don't tighten them up all the way. So this should be pretty cool. Lots of room. Get one more way in here. And we're going to need a GPU if we hope to do anything other than RGB. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff in the way, but I do have RGB on that computer. And check, make sure that I didn't foul up and bend any wires, and I did. So this is something that you need to look for when you do these. Let me show you. This happens a lot. See that where the Ethernet is? That's supposed to be on top of it. So we got to back it out of there. It's okay. When you do it enough times, you know it happens. When you've only done it once or twice, you may not be aware of these problems. Realistically, we just need to see if it works, but let's just get it done right. Okay. They always do this stuff with these plates. Like they don't quite put the wire. Oh, you know what it is that also you have to bend the wire up. I forgot about that. That's the main reason. Yeah, you have to bend that wire up. Just on that one though. None of the other ones are that way. Yeah, that's why it was a problem. Because they put the plate in flat. But that tab needs to be up, not flat. We're good now. So hopefully the manual makes it really obvious, or the board makes it really obvious where the pins are. Come on, dude. This thing is like there we go. Being funky with the screws. So we need to get this one plugged in. Is it the same amount of pins as before? Looks like it. I like to run this one up to the back of the computer, but we just don't have a lot of time to fiddle around with this. Okay. It's not wanting to go in. I'm doing something wrong there. Okay. There we go. I can't really see in here real well. That's part of the problem. So we got that in there. And then we'll get this one. And then we just need to get, well, I don't even know. We'll probably need to plug, I don't know that this is important, but we need to plug in a few of these. This is the audio board. Where's my flashlight? Okay. There's a system fan plug right there. And then these other ones, they should be running off the Molex. There's only really that one plug. It's not like a major motherboard here. So I think we have some Molex plugs over here. So like, give me a minute here so I can figure all the rest of this out. Alright, here goes nothing. Okay. This thing plugged in. Powered on, I hope. I may have got the switch wrong. Their diagram wasn't real good. Oh, no. It's not that. I don't even have the cord plugged in. Okay. I just seen it come alive. Now that might be... It doesn't seem to want to do anything. Wonder if I got one of these switches backwards. Okay. We're gonna redo all of it. I hate companies that don't mark the damn board. So we're looking at this thing here, and it's really hard to interpret what the hell they're showing us. It's like, well, they kind of show it being plugged in here. But anyway, I don't think it works. I had it hooked up right.